All right, guys. Today, gonna do a really easy cook. They're basically oven fried chicken tenders, and I'll explain more about that after I do this. But the homemade marinara sauce, once you guys make this, it's really easy. I can post the recipe online, and I probably will when I post the video. It's really easy, but I don't follow it to a T. I do some different things. But first thing you go with is a quarter cup of olive oil. I was just a little bit shy of that. And a lot of people use the recipe. I think even actually calls for onion. I don't put onion in mine, but feel free to. I will put a little onion powder in. As a matter of fact, I see that I don't even have any onion powder out. But we'll get this going because right now all you want to do is kind of just saute the garlic. You don't want it to turn brown because then it gets bitter. So you want to keep stirring it and watch it and just kind of infusing the oil a little bit. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. All right, guys, you see we just got the garlic going in the oil. It's been probably 3 or 4 minutes. But as you see, none of it's brown because you don't want it to brown. You don't want it to cook in the actual sauce. So now, I mean, I'm telling you, this is such a simple recipe. Once you do it, I don't think you'll ever buy another jar of sauce again. You just go with a can of crushed tomatoes. I think it's what, 28 ounces. That's just the water going in with the oil. I use Hunt's no salt. That way I control the salt. You can get crazy and use San Marzano if you want to, but you know, you're gonna pay a lot for those. You know, Chinto makes some, but you know, they're about $3 or $4. I find this is just for just a quick, easy dinner. I'm gonna spend a lot of money because it's mostly for the kid because he'll actually eat it. All right, so we get those in. I mentioned onion powder, which I actually had forgotten. Once again, I'll post the measurements. I just kind of toss in what I think. A little crushed red pepper just for a little heat, not a bunch, just a little bit. Won't use any black pepper. And I use dried basil because you can add it early on. You can use fresh basil, but if you do, use it at the end because this basil can actually cook in the sauce. But if you added fresh basil right now, it would lose all its freshness and it just wilt and it would just get nasty. I don't know how else to describe it, but it just wouldn't taste good. But we're just gonna mix this up, get it going, and probably simmer it for, you really only need to simmer it for probably about 15 minutes, if even that long. But we'll be back in just a minute. All right, guys, that's the finished sauce. As you can see, it's probably simmered for about 20 minutes. But tastes great. You have to play with it a little bit. Like I said, I don't do any measurements. I just guess the taste. These are the tenders. They're oven fried. You know, I watch my health a little bit, you know, because we all cook out in the backyard. So we have to take a little better care of ourselves. But you can see there's crunch. I don't know if you can hear it. But I've got a piece of mozzarella down at the bottom, 2 tenders on top. Hot sauce going across the tenders. This is from my son, so I don't know if he's giving me dirty looks like too much sauce or more sauce. And then we just slap that on and another piece of cheese on top. And that should melt with just the heat from the sauce. And I know it's not a pretty presentation, but that's what it looks like. Thanks for watching, guys.